Hello, 7th graders. This is Mrs. Harding, your English teacher, and I'm going to help you begin your lesson today on finding details that show how Sudan was a challenging place to live in this nonfiction factual article that relates to the novel that we're reading, A Long Walk to Water. So, this article is called Time Trip Sudan Civil War. So, as I read this first paragraph, look for details that show how this is a really challenging, difficult place to live. The current conflict in Sudan is only the latest chapter in the country's violent history. We're already right there. We could underline that the country has had a violent history. So that's already a detail that we could identify as showing that this is a challenging place to live. Apart from an 11-year peace from 1972 to 1983, Sudan has been entrenched in war since it became an independent nation in 1956. So I would probably underline just that part, entrenched in war. The Darfurian conflict erupted just as a long civil war between northern and southern Sudan was winding down. That war was fought between mainly the Muslim Arab north and the mostly non-Muslim, non-Arab south. It began in 1983 and was one of the longest lasting and deadliest wars of the 20th century. Ugh. About 2 million civilians were killed, and more than 4 million people were forced to flee their homes. Already, we see a lot of details there about how this is a really hard place to live. Now, what I'd like you to do in the rest of this lesson is to continue reading this article and continue identifying details that show how this is a challenging place to be in.